cross over into Turkey now. So I got my visa ready, the e-visa. It's a multiple entry visa and it lasts for 90 days. I think it's valid for 3 to 6 months or something. Next time I'll be speaking, I'll be on the Turkish side if all goes well. I'm waiting for the bus now from Hopper to Erzurum, which is about 350 kilometres away, I think, or 300 kilometres. I've been told it's going to take about 7 hours though, so it's going to be a pretty interesting drive through the mountains. Looks like they got a pretty sweet little disco set up over here, just in case you want to have a little boogie while you're waiting for the buses over there. Sure what's actually wrong with the bus, but we've been averaging about 40 kilometers an hour for the last 2 hours or so, and so we're just crawling along the coastline here. Actually thought we were going to go straight inland, but we're heading to a few more towns along the coast first, it looks like, so I don't know at what point we actually turn southwards towards Erzurum. I have a feeling it's going to take a lot longer than 7 hours. It's about 11 o'clock at night, 5 degrees, and we're just having our second breakdown of the night/day, about 50 kilometres outside of our destination of Erzurum. There's meant to be a 7-hour bus trip. It's turned into about 10 hours plus. Can't wait to get to bed tonight. Can't quite believe that I made it, but I'm at the Hotel Caravanserai about 5 hours later than I anticipated being here. So it all looks closed up, but I think I'm going to sleep well tonight if I actually can get into this place. Good morning from Erzurum. It's a pretty brisk morning today. It's probably 0 degrees outside at the moment, and I had a good sleep last night after my trials and tribulations on the bus yesterday, so I'm feeling pretty fresh. Yeah, it's a pretty austere sort of city in Turkey. Nothing like the Mediterranean resorts and hotels that you would find in the western part of Turkey. It's also the largest city in sort of the eastern Anatolia, and the reason why it's so cold is that it's at about 2,000 meters in elevation above sea level, hence all the ice and snow and my smoky looking breath.
Bilenleri ve akrabaları olarak Allah'a, Resulullah'a ve Kitabullah'a inanmış iyi bir insan ehli sünnet inancına sahip iyi bir mümin olduklarına şahitlik eder misiniz? Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber. Esselamu Aleyküm ve Rahmetullah. Esselamu Aleyküm ve Rahmetullah. El Fatiha.
You got to be careful walking along the street here because those icicles tend to just fall at random onto passers-by, and if you're not careful, they'll smack you in the head. I've made it to Sivs. It was about an hour and a half longer on the train than was scheduled. So I'm right in the heart of Turkey now. I haven't eaten since breakfast, so I'm gonna go try this little kebab store over here. Hopefully they're still open and I can get some food because I am starving. Well, there's people in there, so that's a good sign. I'm not actually spending very long in Sivs here. There's not much to do in this city, but it was kind of the logical place to break up the train ride to Goreme. So today I'm just going to go buy this ticket to Goreme by bus at the ticket station behind me. Well, first of all, see if there is actually a direct bus or not. And tomorrow I'll be heading to probably the most heaviest touristed destination in central Turkey, and I'll be bunkering down there for a few days, I think, just to relax and take in a bit of Turkey because I've been traveling pretty incessantly for the last few days.
Ankara, Istanbul, Ankara, Istanbul.
just arrived in my hostel in Goreme, and check out this room. I'm actually sleeping in a cave tonight, but that's not the best bit. I've got the private room just here. Flintstone style. And if you're wondering, yes, the cave does come with Wi-Fi. Here at Love Valley, just outside of Goreme, and just see if you can guess why they call it Love Valley.
Special. Our masters, Mr. Sadi. Water to make the smooth hands, to shape it easily. This hand has to be wet. And it has been worked about 35 years on this work, my dear guest. After 35 years, everything becomes very easy for him. Okay, easy like this. Thank you, Master. Bravo.
Thank you.
Okay, from now, the rest of the process, after finishing one items like this, even with the red and white, we leave it 10 days and 2 weeks for dry it first. It has to dry it before going to the oven. And after the dry it, and we put them in the oven, of course, about 950 degrees for the first time, bake it. In the oven, we call it a bisque, you see, and the strongest coming from the quartz, of course, and 95% of our producing with white clay production today because of the strongest. Right, people, and about 200 years ago, also our grandparents' time, they have been using as well, until 200 years from today, still using this kind of wheel for shaping bigger size of items. By the winter time for the mass productions, we use also the electrical wheels as well. This is the manual ones. Our masters, Mr. Ahmed.
Tarihinciler içerisinde bir şey derse ben gelmem.
He, bilmiyorum hiç görmedim de.
Bak gelir.
To learn this job, I need about 3-4 years. They are masters, are shaping very easy.
I just got told off for flying the drone by that guy with all the balloons over there. He's not exactly emitting an air of authority though. Drone no, balloon yes. I'm leaving Goreme today and heading to the capital of Turkey, Ankara. I don't really know much about that city, so usually people kind of skip it and go straight through to Istanbul or straight down to the Mediterranean coast, but I thought I'd give it a look. According to the Australian Smart Traveller website, though, it says that Ankara is a town that you should reconsider your need to travel to. Not sure why that is the case. I know they've had issues lately in the last few years with terrorist attacks, but I'm only going to be there for 2 nights, and I think I'm going to be okay. I'm not going to be staying in any 5-star hotels or going to big shopping malls or hanging out in airports, so I'm pretty comfortable with going there.
Olmazsa ben hemen olmazsa içeri
Hayır bırakın. Bırakın ifade edilmeden. Hayır. Tamam biraz elini bırakıyor.
Behind me is the mausoleum of Mustafa Ataturk, which is really the only thing, I guess it's really the only sort of touristy bit of sightseeing to do in Ankara. And the tourists love it because they chase all those guards around and get stupid touristy photos with them, and I'm guilty of doing the same myself, so it's a bit of fun. Well, after about 12 months of travel, I'm finally standing in front of the Blue Mosque in Istanbul, which marks the end of the Silk Road for me and the beginning of Europe. So not only does it mark the end of the Silk Road, but it also marks the end of crossing the continent of Asia and entering the continent of Europe. So this is a real milestone moment for me.
Where you from?
Good. Australia.
Uzi, oi.
Yeah.
Sydney and London.
Yeah.
Blue Mosque is open if you want to go into mosque.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
So I'm going to be in Istanbul for a couple of days. I got to check out the Grand Bazaar, the Spice Bazaar. I'm going to have a look inside the Blue Mosque here and the Hagia Sophia, which is just on the other side there. And then I'll be heading into Greece to continue a bit of a loop of the Balkans for the next 2.5 weeks or so. Here in Thessaloniki, or Saloniki, which is the second largest city in Greece, and my first stop in Europe technically, after the western side of Istanbul. I'm only here for a day. Just spent the morning just sitting at a cafe. It seems to be the thing to do here. It's the national pastime is just to sit around and drink coffee, I think, and people watch, which I'm pretty good at. But yeah, it's an awesome little town. I shouldn't say it's a town, it is a city. Very lively, lots of people, good bar scene, and this beautiful waterfront behind me is excellent just to walk, stroll down, pick up street food, see street performers, sit at another cafe, drink more coffee. Yeah, I think this place is pretty spectacular.
Κυριακή στις 10 Τρίτου θα πρέπει όλοι να είναι παρόν. Θα πρέπει να έρθουμε όλοι έτσι για τη μεγάλη απελευθέρωση. Μεγάλη αίθουσα όπου φιλοξενεί όλους τους συμμέληνους για όλες τις ελάχιστες συναντήσεις. Η δράση στη Θεσσαλονίκη.
So I'm heading to Meteora today, which is the monastery is right up on top of the mountains. I've got my ticket here that cost me €15. My first impressions of the train system in Greece is not good. I'm on an undescript platform. I don't really know what platform number it is, but I'm hoping it's the same one that I need to be on, platform 5. And just looks pretty shit. There's sort of graffiti everywhere. I mean, Central Asia wasn't even as bad as this, and this is in the EU. Yeah, it's just a bit odd. Just started the trek up to Meteora. So there's massive mountains behind me. I'm only 5 minutes in and I'm already puffed. Man.
What? Well.
You wait for. Come and stand on this ledge. Oh. Morning. It's about 8 o'clock in Meteora. Finished the climb yesterday. Still got rained out halfway through, so we only really saw half of the monasteries that there were, but you could still see them in the distance, which I think is just as good. Yeah, just heading to the train station now. I'm going to try and make my way back to Thessaloniki, and if all goes well, once I get there I'll be able to get a bus up into Macedonia, to the capital of Skopje. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's spelled Skopje, Skopje or something like that. Shouldn't say Macedonia, it's called Upper Macedonia now. The Greeks are still a bit touchy about that, for whatever reason. And yeah, interesting thing is that there's no actual train connection between the two countries. I think it stopped operating in 2009 or something. So I'm at the mercy of the bus for this trip. Anyway, we're here at the train station. Let's see if anyone's here and I can buy a ticket. As to be expected, the prices of train tickets have been steadily increasing as we're going further west. So now I'm paying €15.20 for a 3-hour train trip. Probably half that price in Central Asia. Camilo, say something funny.
No.
Oh. Alright.
Leave me alone.
So funny that you just said the thing with the speed limit, and then the police rock up right behind us.
That's a bit disappointing if we can't get in.
Oh, that answered.
I'm in Serbia now. Just made my way through Macedonia and Bulgaria and then popped back into Serbia. In the town of Nice, which is sort of close to the border of the next country which I'm going to, which is Kosovo. Just spending just the day here actually, because there's only a couple of things to see. One of them is what they call the Red Cross Concentration Center, which apparently is one of the best preserved Nazi concentration camps in all of Europe. So they've actually kept it exactly as it was left when the camp was liberated. They say that 35,000 people, Serbians, Jews, gypsies and other sort of regime dissidents were imprisoned there, and they exterminated 10,000 of them, either by shooting or by shipping them off to other concentration camps where they were gassed. So it's going to be an interesting place to see. And the second one that I wanted to go see is the Skull Museum, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that when I get there. These are actual wall inscriptions from the prisoners in the concentration camp. That's the skull tower behind me there, right there. I just got the bus here. It's only 3:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday, but it looks like it's closed. So I don't know if I just missed it or if it's closed all Sunday. But it's a bit disappointing because really it's probably the only thing, that and the concentration camp, that there is to see in the city. So missed out this time. Better luck next time.
Skretanje za Orlane. Što radi? Nisu ovako radili, sad proširili.
I've been told it's still a very poor country, and it has a lot of problems. I think it's something like 30% unemployment at the moment, and the majority of the population are ethnically Albanian Muslims. So it's something like 95% of the people in the country are Albanian, and the other 5% are pretty much Serbian. I've been told also just to avoid the topic of politics while you're here, and just to pretty much talk about anything else. There's the big guy behind me. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Ben 5-6. Take on you.
Jest tak tutaj, a indziej tutaj do naszą.
But apparently
Yeah.
there are a couple.
Yeah. No, there's like three bridges.
Nice to meet you.
Feel the tension. Feel the tension rising as we cross the bridge.
Actually, you see like police cars and stuff.
Yeah.
I crossed from the north side.
Yeah.
So this is this. I'm just doing a video. This is the Serbian side of the bridge, Mitrovice, and behind us is the Albanian Kosovoni. How do you say like someone's from Kosovo?
I know in
Kosovonian?
French it's Kosovar, but I don't know if it's the same in English.
Yep. Kosovo side behind us. And we haven't been shot yet.
Happy. That part was much better than this.
Don't say that while you're in this part.
Yeah, don't talk politics in this part of Kosovo.
This part looked better than that part.
No? Yeah. I couldn't see from far, but those are Russian flags here. With added eagles. This is Albanian one.
But that one.
The Albanian flag on the Serbian side. At least the horse is okay.
Sotteso umano perde vita triste, stando a quello che si è appreso dalle regole prescritte. È un saluto singolare, la mano destra come si vuole evitare sulla
Hard.
Oh, okay.
Down.
It's broken.
You're going up. Down.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, alright.
The bullet's going up.
The bullet's going up.
Yeah, you shoot down.
I understand. Done, motherfucker!
Dat meer als aan het in zelf.
Oh, I see it now.
Finish now.
Damn.
How many did you get?
You try this one.
How many did you get?
Nothing.
All of them. No, zero. As usual. I spent the last couple of days blasting through the Balkans, starting with Kosovo, and had 2 nights in Albania. We were going to go hiking yesterday, but the weather, as you can see, has been pretty awful. So skipping straight through Albania and into Montenegro today. Australia to Asia, all the way here to Westeros. It's about 6:30 here in Duborvnik in Croatia, and this is the best time to get up because I've literally been the only tourist I've seen walking around the old town all morning, and I was able to get the drone out and fly it around without too many people gawking. And just have a look at this. Not a single person is up yet. I did the Game of Thrones tour yesterday. The best story by far was the one about Peter Dinklage. So he showed us a photo of Tyrion Lannister, Peter Dinklage, passed out on a couch. And as the story goes, he went out and got pissed in typical Tyrion style, but with a couple of Australian backpackers. He was too drunk to remember where his 5-star luxury accommodation was, so the backpackers took him back to the City Wall hostel, and he spent the night passed out on the couch in the foyer of the hostel. Best Game of Thrones tidbit ever. Finally exiting the Balkans now and heading into Italy, into Western Europe, which is probably going to be the most expensive part of this holiday by far. Probably more so than Australia. This is the boat behind me. It's here. It's overnight ferry. I think I get into Ankara at about 6 a.m. in the morning. It's 8 p.m. now. Might be sleeping on the deck. I have no idea yet, but we've got the cheapest seat available.